So yes, E3 2021 is fast approaching. Mark down the date, June 12th, because we're going to be getting some very big open world game reveals during E3 2021. Plus, we're probably going to be hearing from games that we haven't heard from in a very long time. Get some updates there as well. But in this video, I'm going to go over all of the exciting new open world games that are likely going to be showcased here at E3 2021, including games from, of course, Nintendo, Xbox, and yes, PlayStation as well, because there's going to be some really cool stuff from all of these platforms for sure. So let's dive into what is going on with E3 2021 and open world games. Let's do this. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open world games here. Hope you're doing good. And yes, let's first of all start out with the list here with Fable. Fable is one of the games that I am so hyped about because I absolutely adore this franchise. And to hear that Playground Games, the guys that make Forza Horizon franchise, are behind Fable, that is exceptionally good news. And I am so excited to see what this game looks like, considering it's also using the same engine that powered the Forza Horizon series. Now, Fable, the next-gen Fable, does not have a release date yet. Some people are saying it's coming out in 2021. My personal opinions are that that's highly doubtful, but I do expect to hear something about Fable here at E3 June 12th, so get excited, and I'm going to have coverage about Fable in the future. Now, also, on the side of Microsoft, we have Bethesda, who has been exceptionally busy, very, very busy, working on, of course, Elder Scrolls 6. They are also going to be bringing us Starfield as well. So I expect to hear about both of these titles at E3 2021. Will we be hearing about anything Fallout? Maybe a tease, like a very small tease. But I think their focus right now is, of course, going to be on Starfield first and foremost. Then we might hear about Elder Scrolls 6, get an update about that engine as well. But yeah, I'm super hyped to see what Bethesda brings to the table, considering that now Microsoft owns that studio. Now, on the side of PlayStation, of course, we should be hearing about God of War Ragnarok. This one's super exciting. It's not coming out in 2021. That is official. It has been bumped back to 2022. I say get this game solid, make sure it works. That's one thing about the PlayStation. When they release a game, they release a solid experience, and they've always been prideful about that one. So 2022 is going to be what they're aiming for. Currently, will it slip into 2023? We'll see what happens, but I just want a solid God of War experience. But yeah, I expect to hear more about God of War at E3 2021. Now, another one I'm really hyped about is coming from Nintendo. This is going to be the next Zelda experience, which they've already teased, and it has been in development here for quite some time. So I do expect to see some gameplay from Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, so that's exciting. No release date for this one just yet. You know, Nintendo, they do their own thing and they do it right. Again, they have that quality first experience with their game, so hype for that one. Now, on the other side of open world RPGs, this one I am totally excited for as well. It is, of course, Hogwarts, coming from Avalanche Studios, and it's going to actually be a Harry Potter open world RPG experience in the 1800s, and this one is aiming for a release in 2021. Will it be pushed back to 2022? We'll see what happens, but it would be nice to have a game like this one releasing in fall 2021. But Avalanche Studios, they've worked on some excellent franchises before. They brought us the Mad Max open world game. They brought us Just Cause. I am so curious to see what they can actually do with the Harry Potter franchise. Now, WB Games has also been really busy. They're going to be bringing us Gotham Knights. We won't be seeing Batman in this game, but you'll be able to play as 4 different playable characters. And this is going to be a co-op centric game, and it looks absolutely beautiful. They're also working on Suicide Squads as well, but first and foremost, they're going to be bringing us Gotham Knights, which is going to be trying to land a release date of 2021. You never know, some of these games could be delayed or pushed back, but yeah, expect to see more gameplay and stuff from WB Games Gotham Knights. Now, WB Games is also rumored to be working on a very, very big Lord of the Rings game. I expect this rumor to be true. Monolith Studios has brought us the Middle-earth franchise for quite some time now, but this one is rumored to be much bigger, perhaps on the size and scope of Skyrim, so I am so hyped to see what Lord of the Rings is going to be bringing us here in perhaps 2021, 2022. Amazon, they were supposed to be bringing us a Lord of the Rings game, but apparently that one was canceled, so this one should be a single-player centric offering. Once again, I really hope they stay tuned to what works best, which is single-player narrative-driven experience, a big open-world RPG, but I think they're going to go all in with this one big time, hopefully giving us a pure, seamless open world this time around. Now, on the side of Sony and Bend Studios, who brought us Days Gone, of course, it has been confirmed that we will not be getting Days Gone 2. Instead, they are working on a brand new IP. They've recently released a statement out on their social media site and Twitter post saying that, hey, we are working on a brand new IP. We are super hyped for this one, and anything they work on, I'm, going to be there and pay attention to it for sure. We'll see what happens with this one, but hey, it's not Days Gone 2. They can always return to Days Gone later down the road. What's important is the studio doesn't get burnt out, and I'm really hyped to see this new project. Now, also, Square Enix is working on a little game called Forspoken. I expect to see more of this game very soon. Will be dropping in 2021. Probably not. Or is this from Software? Excuse me, I think this is from Software. My bad. But yeah, this one is going to be called Forspoken. No, this is Square Enix. Back up. Yeah, so this is Square Enix. I was correct the first time. I'm getting confused with Elden Scrolls and Forspoken. But yeah, I'm excited for Forspoken for sure. It looks really promising here. And yeah, they've got this engine that is going to be a next-gen only engine as well. And this is apparently in-game, by the way. It looks like it's going to have size, scope, but also offer those details within the open world and with the actual character expression and that sort of thing. So it's super impressive what they're doing with Forspoken. And I'm going to be talking about Elden Rings here as well here in just a moment. But anyway, on the side of Microsoft, we've got Halo Infinite coming up as well. This one, has had some rough reception at first. A lot of people were, kind of like getting on the team about the graphics engine, that it was not truly like a next-gen engine that they really wanted. So apparently they've made some really big improvements with the Halo graphics engine. I'm excited to see what they've done with Halo Infinite. I myself am a massive Halo fan. I've played every single one of their games, and I cannot wait to see what they bring us here. So I'm excited to see the improvements as well, and to see that this isn't just open world, it's open ring. All right, so, on the side of Ubisoft, they're apparently going to be bringing us some Assassin's Creed news. Now, will we be getting a brand new Assassin's Creed title this year in 2021? So we do know officially that Assassin's Creed Valhalla has done very, very well in terms of the base game selling and the DLC. So we're going to be getting a brand new expansion for Assassin's Creed Valhalla here in late 2021. So my personal opinion is it's very unlikely we'd be seeing Assassin's Creed experience an entirely new game in 2021, but I think they'll tease whatever it is that they are going to be bringing us in 2022 perhaps. Now also, we're going to be getting Far Cry 6. This one looks really good as well. It's not going to be a true next-gen experience, but I'm personally excited for it. Far Cry has always been weird. I remember when I covered Far Cry 5, people were like, it looks like the same old, and then people ended up loving it. I think that's going to be the same case with this one. The gameplay looks different and unique and a lot of fun. And one of my favorite things about Far Cry is that it has like a lot of customization with it, and of course it has those pet companions, which will be returning with Far Cry 6. And apparently this is going to be the biggest Far Cry open world yet, and it's going to be unique in the fact that we will be seeing a lot of urban environments as opposed to rural environments as well. And here's one of the pets. As you can see, we got a crocodile here, but wait, we also have some other pets as well. You'll see wiener dogs in the game as well. There he is. But yeah, excited for this one. That should be dropping here in 2021 as well. Now, Beyond Good and Evil is one that we have not heard about in quite some time. And this one is coming from, of course, Ubisoft, and it has this like Fifth Element vibe for me personally. And yeah, there's no release date for it. I guess it's gone through a lot of development issues and problems, but I do expect them to touch base with what is going on with Beyond Good and Evil Part 2. So, you know, it looks really, really cool. Apparently, they've had to scale back some of the features with the game. We'll see what happens with it, but it seems like an entirely ambitious experience for sure. Now, also, we can't forget about Horizon Forbidden West. Now, they recently showed this game off, and I cannot freaking wait for this one. Horizon Zero Dawn was absolutely incredible with the story, the open world. They nailed all of the aspects of the game with the first one, and they're going all in with this one. As you can obviously tell, it is beautiful with what they have done here. But there's no release date for this one just yet. It should be landing, I think, in 2022, but perhaps it could be landing in 2021. We'll see what happens. Now, also on the side of Microsoft, Obsidian Entertainment is working on Avowed. This one looks very interesting. Don't know if it's going to be an exact competitor to Elder Scrolls 6, but it's interesting to see that Microsoft is really getting the open world RPGs, and they're becoming like a powerhouse when it comes to open world RPGs. Now, of course, they've done some other really fantastic games Obsidian has, including The Outer Worlds, which was semi-open world. We'll see what happens with this one, but it looks very, very promising. Now, also, the Dark Souls founder and creator is working on a little game called Elden Ring. This one is coming from Software. This is the one that's from Software. But yeah, he's teaming up with the Game of Thrones creator and writer, and they're working on Elden Rings. We don't know much about this one, but I expect it to be tough as nails considering it comes from the Souls creator. Let me know if you guys want to see a difficulty setting with this one, or do you think they should just go all in with the Souls type hardcore difficulty experience. No release date on this one just yet. You know, things change for release dates, things get delayed, but we'll see what happens with Elden Ring. I'll keep you guys in the know. Now, this one I am super hyped for. It's Kena Bridge of Spirits. It's coming out here in late August. So this one is going to be the first real open world RPG experience that we can experience here ahead of all the other releases. But I cannot wait for. It looks like a Pixar movie. Absolutely beautiful. In my opinion, one of the more unique games on this list, and it's coming from PlayStation. It's going to be an exclusive. I mean, PlayStation, they are nailing it so far. So yeah, Kena Bridge of Spirits, mark it down on your calendars. I think the exact release date is August 26th, but again, release dates fluctuate all the time. But I expect a super high quality experience with Kena Bridge of Spirits. Now, what is EA up to? Of course, they are going to be bringing us the next big Dragon Age experience. I do expect finally to see some gameplay from this one. They have been teasing it for quite some time here with in-engine assets and some concept art. But yes, finally, we should be seeing some Dragon Age gameplay in the future. Maybe a little tease to what they're working on with Mass Effect. We'll see about that one. And hopefully we do hear about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, because it's been a while since we've heard what Respawn Entertainment is up to with that one. And anything else Star Wars that they could potentially be working on. But you got to remember, Ubisoft is also working on an open world Star Wars game. That could be potentially teased, but I expect that one to be years and years away, considering that they're working on, you know, the Avatar game and things like that. Now, this one looks really cool. I expect this to come to Xbox Game Pass. This comes from Rare, the same guys that brought us Sea of Thieves. It looks like a co-op-centric, interesting game. That's what I got to say about it. It looks like you're trying to save a planet and nature. Now, the actual trailer for this one that was released didn't show much combat. It is called Everwild, by the way, and my god, the art style here, if this is what it looks like in game, this is breathtaking. This is the type of art style that I absolutely love. It kind of has a similar art style to Kena Bridge of Spirits, but my goodness, I can't wait to see what this game is about for sure. Rare, they make very unique experiences, and they are going all in with this one. As you can see, it's kind of alluding to the fact that there would be like a co-op experience with saving the world here, the creatures and the planet. So we'll see what type of action the game has, if any. Stay tuned for more news about that one. No firm release date just yet. Now, on the side of zombie open world stuff, we got Dying Light 2, which is going to be coming out later in 2021, fall 2021. That's the date that they're going to be aiming for with this one. But it looks absolutely great so far from what I am seeing, and it's got a lot of the parkour mechanics in there as well. A lot of mechanics going on at nighttime, but as you can see, it looks like you can kind of mutate your character because he's on the verge of constantly trying to become a zombie, but I think you can kind of you know, take the zombie powers and sort of harness them in your parkour experience as well. But yeah, looks fantastic. A lot of stuff going on with the RPG mechanics between factions in the open world. So look out for more news and stuff about Dying Light 2. Now, we also have State of Decay 3, which is being made by, of course, Microsoft. And State of Decay has always been this really fascinating franchise that I feel like is about to just take off. We'll see what they do with State of Decay 3 with the power that is the Xbox Series X. So I'm really curious to see what the team can actually tap into with State of Decay 3. But we should be hearing about State of Decay 3 here at E3 2021. But yes, let me know out of this list which game you are mostly excited for. A lot of open world RPGs that are also notably single player experiences. I love to see this. I love to see that companies are not giving up on that single player experience. Of course, you do have some that are going to be dedicated to co-op. That's going to be a lot of fun to dive into that. Cross our fingers that these games right here actually have matchmaking and an online system that works. But yeah, there it is, a big preview as to what to expect from E3 2021, June 12th. Big open world games coming up here. Stay tuned for more open world gaming goodness and news about all of these games. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.